We knew we had to help April get her self-esteem back, so we teamed her up with laser surgeon Dr. Milgrom, who has made some huge improvements when it comes to April's upper lip. They're in our procedure room right now with Dr. Ross. April, Dr. Milgrom, welcome to the show.
April, I know this has been a very difficult process for you. Tell us a little bit about how, how's your boyfriend supporting you on this? How's your family?
Everyone.
Sorry. Okay.
Everyone's been really supportive. Actually, my boyfriend found Dr. Asher and Dr. Pien for me, which I'm grateful for. My coworkers, everyone, have been really, really supportive, and checking my makeup with me.
Oh, making sure that it's on right.
Yeah, but I'm getting through it.
Mm-hmm. So, Doc, tell us a little bit about melasma. We typically tend to think it's something that has to do with pregnancy, melasma of pregnancy, but April's never been pregnant before. So can you talk to us a little bit about how this happened and where we are?
Well, firstly, as a background, you should know that we all have cells in our skin that make pigment, primarily to protect us from the sun. But in some cases, these cells can go a little bit nuts. Now, in April's case, precisely because she is of Hispanic background, the skin is more sensitive. This is the case both for Asians and for Hispanics.
And for African Americans.
Exactly.
It's basically for people who have just more pigment.
Absolutely.
More melanin, right?
Yes, absolutely. So, for instance, a woman who might be waxing her upper lip, she may do this for months or even years, and then lo and behold, this melasma arises. Or sometimes it's the picking of cystic acne and the irritation of cystic acne that causes these additional pigment cells to produce too much pigment.
So what are we going to do today?
Well, we're going to do a procedure for her today. Go ahead and lie down. Today, we're going to be using a laser called a KTP laser. We've already wiped off the numbing cream that we had on her upper lip for the last half hour. So her upper lip is nice and numb now. And Dr. Pien now is putting some gel on her upper lip so that the laser handpiece will move smoothly across her upper lip.
Okay.
Now, the laser tip itself is actually very, very cold. Here, let me have the back of your hand.
Okay.
You can see how cold that is.
Ooh, that's very cold.
So,
I thought it would be hot.
No, it's actually very cold, and that
right.
helps protect the skin. So what happens is that using the special goggles and lights that Dr. Pien is using, with polarized light in them, she can actually visualize in the skin exactly where the melanin is and how deep it is. Okay, and then she'll be able to apply the energy to the melanin. And what actually happens is really interesting.
Here you go, love.
The energy changes the molecular structure, okay? Changes the pigment itself. It doesn't vaporize it.
I could actually see it getting a little lighter as you're talking.
Absolutely.
I thought it would get maybe red first and...
No, sometimes, you have your glasses on, your goggles, and so you would actually see without the goggles that the pigment gets a little bit darker. It's like cooked a little bit. And then the beautiful thing here is that the immune system comes in and then removes the pigment that's been altered.
And Doc, can I ask one more question? Because cosmetics has become such a big dollar industry. How do people know to find a true specialist when it comes to using the right kind of laser? Because it can either help or harm if you go to the wrong person.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, that is April's case. Initially, she went to a dermatologist that did not understand the physiology of a person with ethnic skin and didn't understand the interaction between the physics of a laser and the physiology of the skin and made the condition worse. So it is extremely important that you interview this doctor and make sure that they've treated patients with the same kind of skin that you have and with the same condition that you have. You definitely want to see a lot of before and after pictures, and perhaps if the doctor doesn't mind putting you in touch with some of these patients, find out what experience they have.
That's right.